Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 3. Back again to do some more trips. And this time on the London Commuter line, where we've been on before, but we're doing it again. Making 3 trips on the Victoria to Reigate section of the London Commuter, because I haven't covered that yet. But 3 trips, I hear you say. Why 3? I know, I heard you. The reason being, the first trip we're going to do is in the standard train. One that comes with London Commuter. Then we're going to do a trip in a train that could do the London Commuter route. Then we're going to do a trip in a train that certainly won't do the London Commuter route. So that's what's ahead of us. So good evening to Trent, Shorty, QWERTY, AB. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're new to my content, or even if you're not, hello indeed. This is going out on either, because I'm not sure yet, a Friday or a Saturday. Could be a Friday. Normally Train Sim World content goes out on the Saturday on YouTube. On a Wednesday, some Train Sim Classic. On a Monday, an old game we haven't maybe played in a while. On a Friday, one of the Twitch streams in the previous week, which is why this falls into that category, you see. And on a Sunday, when I've got something new to look at, that goes out on what I call Random Sunday. Comprende? Good. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can purchase this game for Steam. There'll also be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me do this sort of stuff live. There'll also be a link down there to my Discord server. The Discord server where for the last week or so I've been running a couple of competitions. Hang on, we'll pause. I could be wrong, but I think I hear a person in my ears. Can't quite work it out who it is though. Is it a Stevie or your inner voice? It's not your inner voice, because your inner voice is going kill. I knew where I was going with that. Anyway, yeah, the Discord server where I've been running a competition. It's going to be one of those where I've been running a competition for the Killy. I know for the last week or so to give away some copies of this. There are 2 winners. I have picked the 2 winners. I will announce the first winner after we've done the first journey from Victoria to Reigate. I'll announce the second winner after we've done the second journey from Reigate back to Victoria. Ha-ha! How's that for a tease then? Which means if you're interested to find out who won, you've got to stick around for at least an hour and a half. Because that's a thing. Evening to Overland. Right, so start off, say 3 trips. First one is going to be London Commuter, where we're going to do the 377, which I'm not going to do the training on because we've done that. We're going to do, not that one. We're doing Victoria to Reigate. So we're doing that one. So it's 45 minutes each way. So first one in the train that should be doing the route. Second trip will come from Reigate back to Victoria in a train that could do the route. And then the third time we'll go back from Victoria back to Reigate, if I've done it correctly, in a train that certainly won't do the route. As always, got the weather set on dynamic, so the date in the game is going to be the date that I'm streaming this. So we are going to get September weather. We will jump straight in and hopefully someone can remind me how to drive the 377. What? I'm not repeating it. I'm just not repeating it. Oh, by the way, I will explain on this journey that I'm an idiot because of audio. But you knew I was an idiot anyway. Right. That's a view. Okay, unlock doors. I'll shove my thing in the hole first. And we'll put it into... Why is track IR on? I don't have track IR on in this game. We'll put it into the forwards. Have I done my thing? Have I done my thing? We'll unlock the doors. We'll open a window. We'll open a second window all the way over there. Have we got some lights? Day running. So we should be good to go. Yeah, we are good to go. Wait until 8:39 and 0 seconds. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. Round 2 indeed. Yes, I'll explain why we've got a minute. For the last week or so, you may have heard me mention that I've been trying to play... Well, we used to play music on the streams. Because of Twitch copyright, understandably. got copyright striked for playing music. So we've come up with a way that we can play music on the streams without it being played on the stream, which means we post a web link so that you can listen to the same music that we'll listen to, and it doesn't play on the stream, but you can choose to listen to it, not listen to it. Same playlist at the same time, you can turn it up and down, blah, 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 blah. The quandary I've had is being able to listen to that music myself without the stream hearing it. I've bought all sorts of wires, I've bought a headphone amplifier, I've unplugged wires, I've replugged in wires, I've set up an additional PC which I had to update to try and bring audio in from that, to no avail. Couldn't do it. Thought we was going to have to just continue to play copyright free music as we did in the flight previously. Until I realised I've got a button on the fader which means I can either send that audio source to the master output or not. By pressing that button, you don't hear it. As simple as that. One button. You don't hear it, I do. Which means we'll be able to play music going forward. Not on this stream, but tomorrow night on farming, we will be doing music. Okay, so single-handed lever operation thing. Let's get this thing going. So yes, one button. Each of my faders has got a button. One that says solo, so I can listen to it. One that says something. There's a button that says something anyway. That means that people in Discord can hear that source. And then one that said master. I've always had the master ones turned down until I realised that if I turn them out, unplug them out, unswitch the master one, I can still hear it in the headphones, but it doesn't get sent to the master output, which means the stream doesn't hear it. Which one controls the mic? How long have I been doing this? 6 or 7 years. Right, so 377 from Victoria to Reigate is where we're going on the first run. So stops are Clapham Junction, East Croydon, Purley, Colston South, Merstham, okay, Red Hill and Reigate. So in a train that should be doing the journey. So this train does do this journey. Therefore, all good. Then we'll do it in a train that could do this journey. And then we'll do it again in a train that certainly would not do this journey. And that's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I've had a copyright strike from playing music. We used to play music with no issue. I just deleted the VOD afterwards. It was fine. I got a copyright strike last time we played it because they picked up on it during the stream. So now we haven't got that issue. Hang on. You think I've got a car posh enough to have electric windows? A tale of three trains. Right, so we've got 1.7 miles to Clapham Junction. Let's back off the power. Hi, Craig. So yeah, I've also realised that I can get creative now with the scenario editor in this. So I can do all sorts of trains on all sorts of lines now. So it's going to be, well, interesting is the wrong word. Yeah, I have got electric windows in my car. Oh, your car was born in 1999. My car was born in 2001. No, 2011. 2011. Not yet. Okay, a bit of breakage. So yes, the second train we're going to use tonight is going to be interesting. When a mummy and daddy car love each other very much, or when a daddy car's got some No, I'm not going to say that. Right, let's get ready to do the braking thing. So yeah, so people enter the competition to win a copy of Train Sim World 3. I will announce and show the winner of, well, the first winner at the end of this run. I'll show the second winner at the end of the second run. So you'll have to stick around. I'm going to fit electric windows to the horse, but it's powering them that was the issue. Solar power. Right, we got a yellow. And then into Clapham we come. When the daddy car wants to get unleaded. Oh, exactly. Chops his... gets his fuel pipe chopped off. Or disconnected. Right. In we come to Clapham Junction. It is quite horny, this train. We should call it crispy. And stop. We have arrived at Clapham Junction.
If you require assistance at any time, feel free to contact a member of station staff or use a help point.
It is the right colour. So yeah, second train I'm going to use, I'm looking forward to. Third train, it's going to be interesting. Right, wait until 8:46. We're actually ahead of time then. A lot of train action going on here. I've never thought what to do with channel points. When they first got released and we were having a meetup, I said for every, I think it was every 20,000 channel points that you had, I'd buy you a beer. And then that meetup didn't happen, thankfully. Yeah, there's just nothing useful to do with them. We can do a competition, sort of, you can do a voting thing to see if something's going to happen, yes or no, and you can gamble your points, but there's no actual good use for them, which is really weird. Right, lock the doors. Okay, East Croydon next. Just highlight every message. Well, I get the reasoning for that in busier channels and stuff. So highlighting your message means that the streamer notices it, but I notice every message, so there's no need to do that. Yeah, and if you can set more predictions, so, you know, will I arrive on time or late? You know, will my points end up in a plus or a minus? It's just, yeah, I don't know. I've never quite worked out what we can do with them. I love it. And yeah, everything's going good. Would it be annoying? What if you highlight every message? And yeah, absolutely loving Train Sim World 3. Can't recommend it highly enough. It is so good. Will Overland be annoying this stream? Well, everyone's going to vote yes. That's the problem, isn't it? You need something that you got a 50-50 chance of. Wow, it's definitely a lot of trains on this line. So yeah, if you just joined, we're on the London Commuter. A tale of three trains. I like that. So first trip down between London or Victoria and Reigate is in the train that should be doing the journey, the one that comes with London Commuter, the 377. Then we're going to go from Reigate to London, if I've done it correctly, in a train that could do this journey. And then we're going to do London to Reigate again in a train that certainly would not do this journey. It doesn't need to be 50-50. If one side is more likely, the other side gets better odds. Oh, okay. Thing is, because of the stuff we do, it's difficult to have something. You'd have to almost plan it before each stream and have a votey thing, wouldn't you? So, I don't know. Can I tell the difference between this and Train Sim World 3? This is Trains. Oh. The dynamic weather, yes. The menu system, yes. Once you're actually in the trains, not really. But I would certainly recommend buying it, even if you have got Train Sim World 2. I really love the menu system now. I think the training system is going to evolve. And the dynamic weather, and being able to set the dynamic weather, even that small feature, is brilliant. I've got it set on the day that I'm streaming it. So as we approach the winter, we're going to end up with loads of snowy streams and stuff, and it's going to be good. Oh, streams and stuff. That's a good name for a channel. Okay, so we've got 4 miles to go to East Croydon. So it should take 45 minutes each way. Yeah, it's good. All my I've got every route. So all my DLC have now carried over. So I've uninstalled Train Sim World 2. There's no reason to have it now. But yeah, absolutely loving this. Where's vlogging and stuff? That's the streams and stuff. There is the other channel that I think that's had a video on for like 4 years. Yeah, but it's the stuff part. Streams and stuff. This is Sims and stuff. Things that aren't Sims, which I got told off for this afternoon because I called Train Sim Classic a game. That didn't go down well. I do, yeah, I suppose I do. Well, it's a fine line between vlogging and waffling, I suppose. But no, I'm talking to you, aren't I, when I'm doing a stream? Vlogging is just talking to the camera. That was bad, Overland. That was really bad. Vlogging is being even more weird. Random and stuff. Well, yeah. I will do another vlog when we do the meetup in, what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks' time? That'll be a longer one with editing and things. I know. Right, 1.9 miles to go to East Croydon. I just wish we could do a route stopping at every single stop, but you can't. Have I decided what I'm doing about York? I actually looked at hotels earlier, and for the cost of a hotel for the night, I could actually drive back to Swindon, stay at home, and drive back to York again the following day. I could probably get a train back. The cheapest I found was like 140 quid. I like the idea of going by train now. Whoa, bloody hell. Okay, that was a bit... What, Doncaster for a hotel? That's not a bad shout, I suppose. Suppose, yeah, I could do the day in York, get the train to Doncaster in the evening, stay overnight in Doncaster. Then no, if I drove, I could drive to York, drive back to Doncaster in the evening, stay overnight in Doncaster, and drive home the following day. 20 minutes by train. We're rolling backwards. There's some backwards rolling going on. Hang on. We've got a double yellow. That was lucky. I am walking backwards for Christmas. Right, double yellow. That was lucky. That was very lucky. What was what? I didn't say anything. You're hearing things, Crispy. Right, so we've got a single yellow coming up. You heard something about Christmas. It's coming, apparently. So yeah, I'll announce the winner. First winner of the competition to win a Train Sim World 3 Steam key after we've done this route and before we start the next one, and then I'll announce the second winner after the second route. Yeah, I stayed in one near Telford a few years ago in a services. It just felt really, I felt really uneasy because all night I could just hear cars like driving about outside the window. I couldn't rest. I had some keys to give away for Train Sim World 3, so I did a competition. Oh, so you're saying my car's not something that's going to get stolen then? Is that what you're implying by that? Right, into East Croydon we come. Hey, we were due here at 8:56:30 and we stopped at 8:56:33, 34. That's not bad. 4 seconds. We'll take that. Why not stick a mattress in the back? What? I'll sleep in the car? I'd rather just drive home if I was going to do that. Are there any routes? I'd love to see the Riviera line because that's out in Train Sim. The Elizabeth line. That's got to be the one. The Lizzie Perp line. I think that's got to be the one that any train simmer wants. Right, Pearly. That's Pearly. Is next. So we have got double yellow in front of us, so we got to keep an eye out for that. Right. Off we go. So yeah, double yellow. So Saturday we'll be doing more Train Sim World 3, where thanks to a suggestion, I think by Crispy, which always makes me not want to do it, we're going to work our way through the routes of Train Sim World 3 in alphabetical order. So starting with the Arosa line. Well, it's not going to be that exact, is it? It's not going to go 10 months, 3 weeks, 6 days and 23 hours, is it? How many of us going? Less than 8. What, to the meetup? But currently, but hopefully more by the time it happens. Right, single yellow. So, nope, double yellow. So there's going to be a single yellow ahead of us. So we've got to be careful of the speed. So yeah, tomorrow, potentially, going to be an early morning farming stream. I might be doing mowing some grass. Tomorrow lunchtime is going to be my first look at construction sim. And tomorrow night is going to be farming. It's only because you want to get all cozy in a sleeping car with us. Early morning at 7 a.m.
Oh yeah.
That's loud. Somewhere around there. The Yacht Club. Thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to Insanity. Right, so we just keep an eye out for this yellows. Yeah, it's on a cooldown, everybody. There's no need to keep spamming it. You got to wait 5 minutes. So double yellow. No, we got a green, so we're okay. 1.7 miles to go. As I was saying, yeah, tomorrow construction sim and farming. Friday lunchtime, either going to be some cooking sim or some Gran Turismo. Not sure yet which way it's going to go. Or unless construction sim's really good tomorrow, I'll do more of that. Friday night, something multiplayer. Don't know what yet. Saturday lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3 on the Arosa line. Saturday night is going to be some trucking. And Sunday, we got some more double farming. So farming at lunchtime, farming in the evening, and then I will do something on Monday after the proceedings take place. Right, so making our way slowly towards Purley. Due there at 9:03, so we're not doing too bad time-wise. And yeah, the competition thing that's been running, there's been some really good screenshots posted. I would love to just do something like that just for the sake of doing it. So do a weekly thing of people posting a screenshot of a certain type of game or a certain thing in a certain weather condition or something. But we didn't get many people interested in doing the competition, so the chances of that happening are quite slim. Yeah, I did like the Arosa line actually. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Right, in we come into Purley. Yeah, I think the Elizabeth line's top of the list, I think, for most people. Because that's the new line, isn't it, here in the UK? Yeah, I'd like to see the Swindon to Cheltenham, because that goes up through sort of Stroud and Kemble and Stonehouse. It's a really nice line. I need to use some of your screenshots for something. You've probably taken about 300 of them today. Well, yeah, the routes are beginning to get longer. Not hugely longer, but longer. Right, we have arrived at... That was some collision. At Purley. So you've just joined. This is London Commuter, going from Victoria down to Reigate. Going to do it 3 times. This is in the train that should do the route. And then we're going to come back from Reigate to Victoria in a train that could do the route. And then finally, we're going to do it in a train that shouldn't do the route. And we've got to wait until 9:04. So we're actually on time. About an hour and a quarter, I think, at normal speeds. There isn't anything extremely long. Right, Colston South is next. There's a 2-hour one. No, there's a 2-hour scenario, which is in one of the freight ones, I think, but it's not a long distance, so the route isn't 2 hours, it's just you're going slowly. That's the difference. It's like that one we did, wasn't it? The thing, you know, the one that was 90 minutes, wasn't it? The Cajon thing. But we covered about like 10 miles or something like that. It wasn't many miles. So the scenario might be long, or if you're doing one that's a lot of shunting, it could be a 2-hour scenario, but you're just shunting. So the scenario might be that length, but it doesn't mean the route is that length. Hi, Mr. Burns. Right, 1.5 miles to Colston. That was bad, overland. That just definitely was bad. Doing good, thank you. Alright, 1.1 miles to go. Down to Colston South. All my thoughts on Train Sim World 3. It's fantastic, go and buy it.
Oh, yeah.
And Canadian Wolf Girl, thanks so much for the follow. Right, little bit of braking. Yeah, I've been really impressed with this. Oh, there's some shaking. No, I'm not saying that because I'm an ambassador. I will always and have given honest opinions. The TGV line is rubbish. I've never agreed with the fact that the whole repairing fences and painting things should be in a train sim game. So just because I'm an ambassador for Dovetail doesn't mean that they will curtail my opinions on a game. I always have and always will give you my honest opinion on something. I am not a whore. Well, not for that reason anyway. Undocking left.
The yellow line. Trains pass through the station at high
That's a hell of a step.
and can cause turbulence.
That is one hell of a step, innit? It's like, we do apologise for the angle of the train. It's slightly slanty. It's brilliant, and I do love the fact that it is on Game Pass. Merstham? Never heard of that place, but that's where we're stopping next. In 3 miles, in fact. So at the end of this route, I'll announce the first winner of a key for Train Sim World 3. Still need a budgie cam. I think I've worked out my radio quandary. So I will now be able to stay away in a hotel in York, if that's the way it goes. Paul Merstham. Isn't he a footballist? Not that I know anything about footballists. Hey, it's close. Isn't he that guy on Have I Got News For You? Food's not a problem. It gets food once a week. So food isn't the issue. I don't think Horsham to Crawley is on here. What's my favourite route? I really like London Commuter, actually. But actually the Great Western Express is actually quite good, even though it's as far as Reading, because you've got the HST. Cornish line's good. It's just a bit slow. Certainly the branch line down. I like the main bit. The branch line down at St Ives is actually, yeah, the Cornish line. No, the Cornish line is quite good. The bit up to Truro and stuff. Yeah. Now the Isle of Wight is very good. There's too many good lines. That's the problem. The issue is, Ethan, the bird has the radio on because they don't do silence. A bit like me. So I've got lights that turn off with the Amazon device, so that's fine. I can set the radio to turn off, but because it's a digital radio, if I then power it back on again in the following morning, the digital radio won't come on. So I'm now going to have to buy a radio so that you can leave it switched on. When the power comes on, it will just instantly be on, and problem solved. You can do Scotland to England, but not in Train Sim World 3. A trip we've done a couple of times now is London to Edinburgh. We'll be doing it again this Christmas, in fact, in a Pacer. We've done Paddington to Penzance in a Pacer. We've done Edinburgh to London in a Pacer, stopping at every single stop. We've done Penzance to Paddington in a Pacer. And this year we're doing London to Edinburgh in a Pacer, not stopping at every stop. So about 7.5 hours. Obviously in Train Sim Classic, not Train Sim World. Once my train trip organiser gets it sorted. We've got a couple of months. Yeah, Classics on PC. It's been out such a long time. Much braking. Oh wow, okay, that's the thing. Yep, brakes are good. Yeah, I forget that you've been around that long overland and just lurking. I did enjoy doing that. That was logistical nightmare. Going from, where did we go? From Dundee to Penzance, wasn't That was actually really enjoyable to do because it gave me a reason to do each week's trip. Right, we have arrived at this place. It was more than 5 parts. It was a lot more than 5 parts. You bought Train Sim World 3 now. Yeah, I still like them both. I streamed normal Train Sim Classic this afternoon for, what was that, 3.5 hours? And really enjoyed it. That was just doing South Wales Coastal. I could do Swindon to York in Train Sim. Yeah, but it's to get in I know I can do Swindon to Paddington. Can I do Paddington to King's Cross on Tube? Lock left. What?
Vehicles parked at unauthorised points may be clamped or removed without warning. Short and long stay parking is available at this station.
Good, so you can park there. Right, so Red Hill is next. You can in World of Subways. Blimey, I forgot about World of Subways. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the graphics on this are really good, but I thoroughly enjoyed the time I spent in Train Sim Classic this afternoon. Why is it red and why is it a hill? Well, it's a hill because God put it there. Yeah, little things like that. See, again, that's the sort of thing I'd rather them concentrate on, rather than, you know, painting a fence or planting a ferret or something. They concentrate on the little tiny, like those station announcements, really good, like that. But just focus on the trains. You do Train Sim World 3 to Baker Street, then change to the Met line on Train Sim Classic to King's Cross. Oh, okay. Planting a ferret, you know. What big white dot in the centre of the screen? Oh, on console. On console you get that, yeah. But here I can just remove it. You just right click. That's laggy. Oh wow. That's a lot of speeding. There's an option to change it. Oh, okay. There we go. See, advice. Right, we are arriving at Red Hill. So yeah, if you just joined, we're on a London Commuter, the first of 3 trips we're going to make backwards and forwards between Victoria and Reigate. The first one, this one in the train that does do this route, 377. The next trip we do then from Reigate back to London will be in a train that could do this route. And then the third time will be in a train that certainly would not do this route. We did just become helpful, I know. And there was Crispy helping Shorty yesterday in the flying stream as well. Is it Crispy? Has he turned over a new leaf? Is he becoming helpful Crispy? Unlocking doors. The guy just looking in my window. It's like, at what age do you come, or what sort of person do you become when you think you can get away with wearing red trousers? Do you just walk into the shop and the shop assistant goes, "Excuse me, sir, the red trousers are over here," and you go, "Oh, thank you very much." It's like, at what age do you get to when you walk into Marks and Spencer's and they point you towards the beige section. We used to do it a lot, in all fairness, but not that I was dissing Crispy trying to help Nico. I was trying to talk to the stream, and Crispy was trying to help Nico. So
Security personnel tour this station 24 hours a day.
that's good for them. So sometimes it's handy to like remove that from the equation. Then I could carry who buys clothes at Marks and Sparks. I never have, but I'm just saying people do. I could have just moved my fader. I did, but then you would still hear me. I could have stopped you hearing me. Now I know how my mixing desk works. I've only had it 2 years. What's the difference between this and Train Sim World 2? Dynamic weather is the biggest thing in this. New menu system, new training center as well in this. Umbrellas. I love the umbrellas. Because of dynamic weather now, I'm looking forward to winter. Okay, so Reigate, our final stop. No, Shorty, don't apologise. Oh, and the menu music is awesome. It's worth buying the game just for the menu music. Okay, so Reigate is our final stop. A 15-mile-an-hour section here as we cross over. Oh no, you need to keep the menu music in this on. It's epic. No, I quite like the shunting noises and stuff in Train Sim Classic. You'll hear the menu music in a second when we go back to the menu.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine Dragons. Oh, what a great group. Thanks for the follow. Would you like a bit of Imagine Dragons? So yeah, tomorrow, don't forget, my first look at Construction Sim releases next week. I'll be streaming that tomorrow lunchtime. Oh yeah, I do like them. We need to play some of them tomorrow. Yeah, Construction Sim tomorrow lunchtime. Farming tomorrow night in multiplayer. I might do a single player hour of farming tomorrow morning. There is grass to be cut. If I'm doing it, I may as well stream it. That could be early in the morning. And then Friday, I think I'm swaying towards doing some cooking sim. And then Friday night, something multiplayer. Right, so we've got a mile to go to Reigate. I'll then announce the first winner of the key for Train Sim World 3. And then, rather cruelly, I'll wait till the end of the second journey to announce the second winner. I like City Skylines, I really do. We did try it in multiplayer last year, which is a different take on it. It's one of those games, though, that's just really tough to get going in. And once you get going, it pretty much just turns into traffic sim, doesn't it? You just spend all your time alleviating traffic jams. You actually find quite enjoyable. Right, single yellow. And Traffic? I'm just redirecting. Boo. You are indeed. Roundabouts. And I live in the town of Roundabouts. Yeah, it doesn't show my ETA. It just shows, well, yeah, not like Train Sim Classic does. Well, that's just ruined the next train. Oops. You have to drive through well, past Swindon, I'm guessing, on the motorway. Yeah, I didn't think that train did this route. It is a nice train. So yeah, 166 next. By default, it's not on this route on the timetables. But I have choosed it. Right, okay. Go back to the main menu. It's in the timetable. I couldn't see it to do that route. Otherwise, I'd have chosen it. I've done a thing now anyway, it doesn't matter. Right then. Too late now. I've done a thing. We'll do that in a second. Reigate. Ah, no, I'm doing Reigate to Victoria. It's not on the Reigate to Victoria. It might be on Reigate to Gatwick. It's not on Reigate to Victoria. Because that's the route I'm doing is Victoria. That's why it wasn't there. Anyway, right. Competition winners. A week ago, did a competition. First one was take a screenshot of a train at sunrise or sunset. That ended on Saturday. And yeah, yeah, I think so. I really noticed it actually for dynamic weather. Is working in DLCs. That's an interesting one. Anyway, yes. First competition ended on Saturday. Second one ended just before this stream. I will announce or show you the first winner now of the Keys Train Sim World 3. I should be able to do a thing if I do that. Where's the mouse? There it is. Okay, so first winner of a key to Train Sim World 3 is that one. Because to me, that just looks like either a Christmas card or just an awesome like picture postcard. Looks so good. So instant winner. So well done to Mage Wolf. I will at them in the Discord after the stream. But yeah, the idea was to post a picture of a train in snow, and wow, that's just awesome. Really good. Very impressed with that. So that is winner number 1. There we go. See, I did a thing there with OBS as well. Let's go back to that. There we go. Right then. So that's winner number 1. Let's go to scenario planner, London Commuter, 166, play it. Christmas card is the right word. It is. That'd make an awesome Christmas card. Okay then. Right. Let's get the train set up. Open the doors. Right, so now we're doing 166 from Reigate to Victoria. So yes, as Ethan just said, this does go from Reigate to Gatwick, but not from Reigate to Victoria. So we're taking this now on a trip back up the line, Reigate to Victoria. So let's open the window. Can we open a window in this? I'm guessing not. Damn it. Okay, it should be loud enough. Right, into forward. Lock doors. Is this the train with slow acceleration? Oh, just a bit. Right, Red Hill. It does sound damn good though. Oh yeah. Now this is the one I mentioned this afternoon, that now I know that you can just chuck this train on anything. I'm very tempted to just do the 166 on every line. Because how cool would this thing be on like one of the German lines? Or like the Harlem line? I forget, I love old and slow. I'm really looking forward to Saturday's trucking. 320 horsepower truck in the quarry. It's going to be so cool. Do this for Christmas long stream. What, the train sim version of the 1.6? Yeah, but it's... If I could get the right version of the Thumper, I'd do the Thumper. But that one we were in last week just doesn't sound as good. Oh god, if they brought a pacer out in this, that would just be epic. So we are flat out. Doing a whopping 45 miles an hour. And again, being able to put any train you've got on any route you've got, just add, oh god, don't get up, it's full. Just adds a certain something to the playability, so you can just go up and down the same line in various trains. So yeah, there will be a 7-hour plus stream at Christmas. Hi Subsonic. See, that's where, which my plan to get people here, which has failed the last couple of years, and COVID got in the way for some of them. Like we did a few years ago, went to one of the people's in the community's house for New Year, and we did some gaming and streaming and stuff. Imagine we got people here. You do a long train stream and share the driving. I wouldn't have to do it all. I could just sit over there on a chair and watch, let someone else do the actual driving. I could just sit and chat. Sounds perfect. I could have a gaming bitch. Right, platform 0. I can just get a wireless mic because my mixer accepts a wireless mic. I can just get a wireless mic and go sit downstairs on the sofa. Well, we'll see how the meetups go we got planned. 4 people attending Gaydon so far. 4. Community of over 400. 4. What would I do? I'd just sit and eat chocolate. Right, in we come to Red Hill in the lovely, awesome looking 166. Gaydon's hard to get to. No, it's not. Get a train to Warwick. Right, braking. Yeah, Shorty's the real loon in that instance. The doors going to open? Yes, they are. Anyone actually going to get on, or waiting for people to get off first? What's going on? Oh, no, there we go. There was a pause there. Get on, bloody people. I shall waggle my little thing at you. Right, locking doors. Right, 1.8 miles to Merstham. All of the beans. And on we go. Thing is, I wouldn't, if I'm going somewhere and a train comes into the station and it's my train, I don't really care what it is, as long as it gets me to where I want to go. If the train fare costs more than 12 shillings and sixpence, I'm not coming, says Atlas. Yeah, this thing's definitely not rapid, is it? There's no way we're going to get this up to like 70 mile an hour. It does sound good. I did like the sound of that freight train we were in this afternoon though. That was quite impressive. Ugly bloody thing, but did sound good. Yeah, maximum speed, 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Fartinator. Not the sort of person you want to be trapped in a lift with. Thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to Insanity. Take your superpower. I am the Fartinator. Oh, excuse me. Right, here we come to Merstham. Braking. Some more of the braking. Lots of the braking. I'm not pressing 8 on my keyboard because my gaming keypad only goes up to 6. Right, so we have arrived at this place. Yeah, I can just time you out though, so it stops the argument. It's quite simple. It's a win-win for me. Or Crispy could time you out. I'll have a jelly baby. Or Shorty can time you out. Only for 10 seconds, but yeah. Did I have a sound more for the 166? No, it's default. No, the passenger, you can open the doors on the wrong side. So I can go. There you go. Right. 3.6 miles to Colston South. Oh, this thing does sound good. I really like the idea of using this on every line. Is this a mod? No. You can't be a dispatcher yet. You will be able to when it releases in full. That was SimRail. No, this is stock 166 from the Great Western Express. Have I tried rail route? I don't know. Yeah, this thing's definitely not rapid, is it? 39 miles an hour. Yeah, if you've just joined, we are on the London Commuter, doing 3 trips. First trip was Victoria, that's dark, Victoria to Reigate in the 377. This trip, Reigate to Victoria in the 166, which doesn't normally do this route. And the next trip will be in something really interesting. It's definitely a bit dark in here. There is a light. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I should get horny in the dark. Yeah, and tomorrow lunchtime, my first look at Construction Sim. Really looking forward to that. Played a lot of Construction Sim 2015. So looking forward to the new one. Should we tell ghost stories? There we go. Right, 2 miles to go. You have to type twit. That is quite bad, really. Right, downhill, so I'll come off the power. 1.6 miles to Colston. It is descriptive. It does, you know, not only helps you find me on Twitch, but also describes me. Why you would just have it saved as a bookmark like everybody else would, but you know, if you want to just type it, that's fine. Right, slow it down. So yeah, we're making our way back to London. Definitely do like the 166. It's probably my favourite train in Train Sim World. Although, actually no, HST. HST is very nice. You are so tight, Overland. Right, in we come. Welcome to Colston South. That was actually going to be, that was my second choice for this route, was doing HST. Specs should be below the stream if you're watching on a PC. Stop and see. You thought the HST was going to be the next train? Ah.
Please ensure you have a valid ticket for travel. You will be expected to produce your tickets or asked to do so.
Yeah, exactly. Please ensure you have a valid ticket for travel. Yeah, so looking forward to the winter when we get the umbrellas and we get snow. So that's the big plus for me for this dynamic weather, is the fact that I can just leave it on the day that I do the stream. So every Saturday when we do Train Sim World 3 going forward, we're going to advance our way through the winter. We're going to have to do a Christmas Day service, aren't we? We'll have to do some Christmas Day train. What day does Christmas fall on? Is that a Saturday? No, I've revealed one winner. Sunday this year, okay. Right, Pearly. Yeah, for those that missed it, winner number one, if I do that and that, was this picture here. So the competition was to take a picture of a train in snow, and that is just epic. So that is winner number one. Look at me getting all fancy with the Stream Deck. This won't last. Hey, I sorted out my... Yeah, for those that weren't here at the beginning, and may have been around a few streams, we used to play music on some of the streams. Because of copyright, can't do it anymore. Even playing music and then deleting the VOD. So we've had an idea to play music via a web link, so that you watching can listen to the same music that we will listen to, but it won't play over the stream. If it goes well, then we'll give people permission to be able to be a DJ and add music to the playlist. My issue has been that everything I listen to that comes from a mixing desk goes out over the stream. So I've spent the last 2 weeks pretty much trying to find ways around it so that I can hear the music and you can't. So much so that I bought headphone mixers. I fired up my old MacBook, updated it, tried to run separate audio from that through headphone splitters. I've unplugged and replugged stuff into the back of the mixing desk, and then today looked at a button which I'm going to press now for the game audio. So at the moment I hear the game audio, you hear the game audio. Okay, if I press this button, I hear the game audio, you don't. I can do that same thing with music. So I will hear it, you won't. One button. Weeks, I've been weeks. One button. Have I tried a scenario editor with Train Sim World 3? That's what this is. I've created my own scenario, which is really, really easy to do. If you're interested, I'll show you at the end if you want how easy it is to create your own scenario. Right, braking. So yeah, this is my own scenario. So yeah, tomorrow night we're going to try doing some music on the farming stream. So the good thing is it won't play over the stream. So if it goes on YouTube, it can go on YouTube. I won't get copyright striked. If you want to listen to the music, you can. If you don't want to listen to the music, you haven't got to. Although when we start singing it, or going, oh, such a tune, you'll be going, what? What's the tune? I can't hear it. And there's all it'll be is a web link that you'll click on, and you'll listen to the playlist at the same time as we will be listening to it. So if you want to increase the volume of it, you can. If you want to decrease the volume of it, you can. Job done. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow night. We'll try it, and if it works, then we'll do some more on the trucking on Saturday. Esports arena. I get that it's a thing, but I still think it's quite odd. But you know, as long as that ends up being something that will help you with a career in the future, then fair play. Okay, next stop then is East Croydon. I've never done Nemesis Inferno. Nemesis is my favourite roller coaster I've ever been on. I haven't done Inferno. So good. Right, 2.8 miles to East Croydon. And after that it is Clapham Junction and then Victoria, and then we'll turn around, change train and come all the way back down again. Yeah, I went to Alton Towers out of season once, like September time, so kids have gone back to school. It's a good time to go. And it was empty. It was like an overcast day, midweek. And I think for about 5 times round, I just stayed on the front seats of Nemesis. I wasn't dissing your choice, Owen. I just find it quite surreal. A good wee place. What, a good place to have a wee? Clean toilets, is it? It's handy, I suppose. Hang on, we thought that Overland was old because he was born in 1895. Rusty was born in 1690. Now that's old. That's getting on a bit. He was around before trains were around. That's why he's rusty. Yeah, I'm probably going to watch Lord of the Rings Monday night. Older than Len, exactly. 1690 was the Battle of the Boyne in Ireland. Were you there? Were you even older? Were you around then? Right, 1.6 miles to go to East Croydon. You've reincarnated. Well, this it's I wasn't a huge fan of Train Sim World when it first came out. I started to really like Train Sim World 2. This has just sort of reopened my sort of love for the game. Sort of really enjoying it. I'm glad they take that emphasis every single time, you know, away from you for repairing fences and replacing fire extinguishers and stroking puppies and all that sort of stuff. Because I just think that shouldn't be there in the first place. And really like the whole training thing now. The only thing negative, and I found this last time, if you buy a DLC, so say you bought Great Western Express, and you went into Great Western Express in the training thing, you then can't go into the train that comes with that line to do the training. You've got to go and find out what trains come with the line, then go back to the training centre and do the training on those. Hopefully that's something they fix. There are things that Train Sim World 3, when I first heard about it, I honestly, and I did say, it felt as though it was going to be more like Train Sim World 2.5. I didn't think it justified being Train Sim World 3. Now knowing what the future is, I think it does, because it sets a precedence going forward. So yeah, I think it does justify it being a third game. And yeah, and I get that. If you're not, I'm not a train geek by far. I'm sort of more of a transportation geek. I love the long journeys that Train Sim Classic offers. I love the variety of routes that Train Sim Classic offers. But I also like the ease of this. And the fact that it's got console people into Sims. And that's huge. Yeah, the fact that all your DLC comes across, and yeah, the dynamic. I haven't really tried the dynamic weather in any other DLCs yet. Maybe that's something we'll have to try on Saturday when we do the Arosa line. We'll see if we can get a snowy one or a rainy one and see if it works. Right, so we have arrived at wherever the hell we are. This place. The place. East Croydon. Somewhere. We arrived at a place. I'm streaming Construction Sim tomorrow. Tomorrow lunchtime, my first look at Construction Sim. Hopefully it's good. I've only got as far as the main menu so far, because I want to save my impressions until the stream tomorrow lunchtime. And if it's good, then I will stream it again on Friday lunchtime. That'll be going out on YouTube on Sunday, in case anyone's not around tomorrow lunchtime, if people are doing the worky thing. Yeah, I love the 2015 one. We had some good fun in that in multiplayer as well. Right, Clapham Junction. So yeah, this is the second of 3 runs we're doing on this line. We started out at London and went down to Reigate in the 377. We've then come back up in the 166. So first of all in a train that should do the route. Next in a train that doesn't do the route. So this one, it does go to Gatwick, not to Victoria. Next time we will be in a train that no way on earth will do this route. Oh, that was As Dusk Falls, one we did a few weeks ago. That was awesome. Final episode of that is going out on YouTube on Friday that no one will watch. Way of the Hunter. It doesn't ring a bell. This just looks so good. It just does, doesn't it? It looks absolutely epic. Which is why I just really enjoy it. Don't know, haven't heard anything whether they're going to do any more on this. It is the MSFS for trains. Well, Dovetail have said that multiplayer is on their long-term horizon. So, obviously not Train Sim World 3. Whether we'll get it in Train Sim World 4 or 5. But we were saying that this afternoon. But a really good... Not even a multiplayer. I'd love to see a virtual train company. So a bit like we've had in the bus company for OMSI. Even just something you launch, pick the route. So, you know, you'll say we got a Sims and Stuff train company that owned this route. So you jump in the your train company, you pick this route, you drive this route as normal, and at the end of it you get a score. That gets money, helps out the train company to buy more trains, more routes. So it integrates with this and not a separate game. I think that would be really cool. Oh, the pacer in this would be awesome. I'm definitely tempted to use this train on every route in the game. I think that would be quite amusing because it just sounds good. So imagine this up those hills in some of the German ones, or on the Harlem line in America. Well, yeah, obviously SCS have got their 10-year anniversary coming up, and they'll be announcing something. I really hope it's dedicated servers, because they said that a year ago when they brought out the Convoy. So dedicated servers would be awesome, because then we'll just get a Sims and Stuff server. But a VTC would be really good. Yeah, I really like the tutorials in this. That one, what was the one we did that was brilliant? Was that the Cajun Pass? Or was that the one before? Where that guy just telling you, it was a Cajun Pass, wasn't it? The guy telling you why you were doing everything. Yeah, the US freight one. It was fantastic. Yeah, and European Coach Simulator, if I was SCS, seeing the downward decline of TML and Fernbus and what they're just completely mucking up with everything, now would be the time where I'd launch European Coach Simulator. I love the training on this. I love the fact that you can just go back and do it. So if you haven't driven a train for a while and you want a refresher, you can just go back and do it again. And I actually, despite the fact that, you know, years ago Dovetail axed Flight Sim World, which at the time I thought was fantastic as a beginner flight sim, and then launched this, that was part of my reason for the hatred of them. And nothing to do with me being an ambassador, but I actually think they're putting out some really, really good content at the moment, and they seem to listen to what people that use their stuff want. Yeah, and again, I used to be a big part of, you know, TML were a huge part of supporting me when I started. My logo was in Fernbus, spinning around on the lampposts in Fernbus, because I was one of only 2 people in the UK that was putting content out on it, and I put Fernbus content out every Friday, and I was giving them full support all the way up until the bus launched. And then they stopped caring about small people like me, and wanted the big YouTubers and streamers to do the bus content. And that came back and bit them on the arse, because now I don't think anybody is doing the bus content. And it's just, they released it about 18 months too early. Yeah, I think if someone did something third party, then this would be brilliant with some sort of virtual train company. Because it worked with OMSI. You know, we had the bus company that just, you went into the bus company, you started a route, it then launched OMSI. So why not have that in this? Something that integrates with the game. So it integrates with the timetable mode. So you go into your virtual train company, you pick your train, you pick your route, you pick your timetable, and then it launches the game. And then you then run your train company. So you've got to, you know, refuel trains if they're diesel, repair trains, save up enough money to buy new lines. There are a couple of people that are going to be doing stuff for Train Sim World. Right, 2 miles to Clapham Junction. So this is the second route. We will be coming back down again, doing the return trip. And when we do get to the other end, I will be announcing winner number 2. Oh yeah, the first couple of videos I did before it released for the umbrellas, first time I saw them was on the video I was recording. And the umbrellas are fantastic. And snow, wow, snow looks good in this. That's why I'm keeping the weather on dynamic. So as we stream it every Saturday, we're going to get more and more into winter. And I think that's just going to be awesome. And it's going to be interesting doing the other routes, doing like the ones in the Alps and stuff. I know, I didn't. I think I might mention once on the stream that I like the umbrellas. Well, yeah, it's a little bit nitpicky, but that is the reason I picked it as the competition theme. I was going to do rain, but I did pick snow. That's a bit of lag. Right, so you've got to stop coming up here at Clapham Junction. Slowing it down. Well, I think any tube train in London's busy between like 6 and 9. That was a fair bit of lag. Some of the routes do need optimising. I've got everything wanged up to ultra, but my PC can certainly handle it. I've never been an FPS chaser. I think people that do chase FPS are, in my opinion, fools. So long as the game looks smooth and runs okay, it doesn't really matter what FPS you're getting. That is obviously lag because of optimization of the game. You see people who've got their FPS counter always on the screen, and oh god, I'm only getting 48 FPS in this game. And does it run okay? Does it look okay? Yes. Well, don't worry about it then. I've never cared what FPS I get in any game. If it looks smooth and runs okay, good enough for me. I do apologise. Well, that's why I stream at 1080 60. 60 is nice and smooth. We like smooth. Locking the doors. Oh, she decided she wasn't getting on. Yeah, beans for tea. No, I had chili for tea. 3rd day in a row. That's the last of it now. Right, Victoria. I've done some online shopping for tomorrow afternoon, so I haven't got to leave the house tomorrow. So I haven't got to leave the house now till Saturday. Yay! Although I was going to go to the outlet village on Friday morning, which I still might do, so I fancy a new pair of trainers. That opens at 10 and I'm streaming at 12, so that's doable. Right, so we got 2.2 miles to London Victoria, and then we're going to turn around and do the whole thing again in the other direction in a different train. Oh no, if I want to go to the Nike shop in the outlet village here, I'll park. You get like 20 minutes free parking. So I'll park, I'll go to the Nike shop, I'll walk in, and instantly you'll know, yep, those ones. You got these in my size? Yep, thanks very much. Pay, out, back in the car, done. Right, around we go, back towards Victoria. That is how simple shopping can be. Yes, I've lost count the amount of times I've been stood outside shops holding bags. And then going back to the shop that you went into like 2 hours before. Oh, we got someone intelligent in the chat now. You just bulk all the things like t-shirts. It's worse now. I spent a lot of years working in places where you got given a uniform. So a polo shirt to wear, shirt or whatever. Work trousers, so you never have to think about what you're wearing to work. Now I work for somewhere where you just wear what you like. God, it's hard. Having to plan almost what you're wearing and like iron shirts and stuff. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, really? I generally just wear the same like combination of shirts and polo shirts throughout the week. I just wash them all at the weekend, iron them, and then wear the same ones again the following week. Get a slave. Whack on a random t-shirt and a pair of trousers. Well, yeah. Yeah, I do my ironing when I'm watching the film on a Sunday. Okay, so we've got a single yellow coming up as we approach Victoria. Across the river, Battersea Power Station behind us. I'm doing really good today. Right, double yellows. Looking forward to every stream at the moment, but looking forward to tomorrow's streams. A bit of construction sim at lunchtime. And then farming in the evening, and maybe some early morning farming. Might do an hour mowing grass in the morning. Right, single yellow. Not going to get done for speeding. Just about. So I'll show you the next winner when we get back to the main menu, and then we'll jump in a train that certainly would never do this journey. You hear the games you like. Yeah, tomorrow is construction sim and farming. Friday is either going to be more construction sim if it's good, or cooking sim, and something multiplayer Friday night. Saturday lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3. Saturday night, ETS2 Convoy. Sunday, double farming. And Monday I'll do something after the proceedings. And then next week it's back to normal schedule with Train Sim Classic on a Wednesday. And some other things. I haven't decided next week's full schedule yet. Quite enjoyed the flight we did yesterday, so we're going to do another flight in 2 weeks' time and carry on from Quincy, where we got to yesterday, and continue our flight westwards. Maybe in the TBM next time, so a little bit quicker. Right, so this is the end of the line, as the travelling Wilburys once said. Unlocking left. I've never tried my HOTAS. I got the HOTAS Warthog. I've not tried it because, to be honest, I just use keyboard. I would love to use my flight throttles on this, because using one for the throttle, one for the brake, and one for like the reverser would be quite cool. But I've never got around to it. We'll have a look. I can't remember what you can do with the controls. What's the travelling Wilburys? A super group. I did a song called The End of the Line, which is why that stuck into my head. Right, so there we go. So that was Reigate to Victoria. We've done Victoria to Reigate. Now we're doing Victoria to Reigate again. Different train. Let's go back to the main menu. Right, settings. Controls. So gamepad, yes. It's set up for the rail driver, but there are going to be other options here, look. Not that I'd ever condone anybody getting a rail driver. I just think it's a total waste of money for what it is. Until, of course, one day I end up with one, then it'll be the best thing ever. I've got no room for it, which is one of the reasons why I haven't done it. Right then, while we're listening to the awesome menu music again. How much? A few £100 if you can get them. I don't think they're available everywhere. I looked at one years ago. I just use a gaming keypad and use WAS and D keys, and it works absolutely fine. I've got a key mapper, which hopefully I've turned on. Oops. Which I've swapped the standard default keyboard controls for brake. I've got them set to R and P because those are on my gaming keypad. So everything just sits in my left hand. Right, so let's do the competition winner. The second one. If I go to that one, there we go. Right, so a refresher, run a competition a week ago. Winners are in the Discord server, showing a screenshot of a train in a game in rain. No, it wasn't. It was sunrise or sunset. One picture was just stunning. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was going to be the winner. I am going to send all these to Dovetail, by the way. This one was take a screenshot of a train in a game in snow. The winner from earlier, so first winner was this one. So that was the winner from earlier, which it's really, really good. That is just, it reminds me of a train Christmas card. That is just So good. So that's winner number 1. Winner number 2 then, I'll set the scene. As soon as I saw this picture, not only has it got snow in it, but my instant thought was that it looked like I was stood there. I won't hold a suspense anymore. This is winner number 2. That I just think is awesome. If you look at that, it's got that feeling that you're just stood by the side of this train with the door open. The lighting is stunning. The snow is on the roof. I almost feel as though I just want to walk forward and get in that carriage. That is just fantastic. It does. You look at it and go, that's just... It's so good. So well done, Overland. That is brilliant. That is really, really good. It does. It looks like you could just walk forward. It almost looks like... Well, I know it's gameplay, screenshotty thing. But it almost looks like you could walk forward and get on that train. That is so good. As soon as I saw it, it was like, wow. So it was a really tough choice. If I had more keys to give away, there would probably be 4 or 5 winners for just the snow one. It was they're brilliant, and thank you to everybody that entered. Hopefully in the future I can do more things like this, but they will be really tough to beat. So I will post details in the Discord later of the winners and hand out the keys for the game. So yes, the next trip then, back down to Reigate we go. So scenario planner, London commuter, and it says tube, so a bit of a giveaway really, isn't it? We're taking a tube train to Reigate because why not? And not just any tube train. Oh yeah. Right, let's reverse the key on. Unlock doors. Let's do that and that. Right, let's go up here and go instrument lights on, cab light on. We're going to need that. Headlights on. And we are good, I think. Okay. Oh God, someone's nicked my chair. Hang on. It could work this route. I know, because it's... So yeah, it's the train from the from the Isle of Wight. How cool does that look? It's so good. Right, lock doors. Right, into forward. Why are you halfway down the platform? It's where it put me. Right, brake off. And off we go to Clapham Junction. That's a rail tour I'd go and see. I know, it's awesome, isn't it? I just had to. I did post a screenshot of this in the Discord this morning. So I think people knew it was coming. But yeah. It's so good. Again, I'll show you the scenario planner at the end of this. It's actually really easy to do. So this may take a while. I don't think this is going to be a 45-minute run down to Reigate somehow. Although, actually, it might be quicker than the 166. It was built in 1938, indeed. Right, 1.8 miles then to Clapham Junction. Oh, that's awesome. See, I love that. I know you can't do it now with accessibility and stuff, but imagine this, if just a 1938 stock train rolled up, you'd be like, what the hell? So yeah, we are taking this down to Reigate. It had to be done, didn't it? I just had to, because it's third rail. I didn't put AI in, no. Yeah, so I don't know what speed we'll be able to get up to. But we're doing nearly 40. I just remember it's a separate brake controller for this now. That's so good. It's like a happy little train, isn't it? Right, 0.9 miles to go. Again, the wonderful thing about Train Sim World is that you can just do this. You can just train swap if you wanted to. You can set up your own scenario and just jump in a train and take it on a line that it shouldn't be on. I just thought, well, we got to do this for the lols, really. Right, braking shouldn't be too much of an issue. Like, just look at the controls. It's like, yep, we'll give you the most basic of things. Actually, well, we shouldn't be too bad on time. Was it 46 minutes before? It's going to be quite low to the platform, isn't it? Why are we stopping all the way down here?
Please do not smoke until you have left the station premises. This includes e-cigarettes.
Oh, there's quite a step. There's definitely quite a step down. Well, that person's walking down slowly. Yeah, mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the step, not mind the gap. No, are they going to get it? Oh, I think they might be right. They're going to get on the last one. Mind the jump, yeah. Oh, God, smack in their head. You'd fall in, or you'd fall out. One of the two. Right, 6.9 miles to East Croydon. Okay, this is going to be a trek, isn't it? Right, break off. Oh, it's so good. It's definitely basic, isn't it? I suppose it was in 1938. I wonder if they envisioned when they built these things how long they would still be in service. These will be in service for the next 80 years? No, they bloody won't. Actually, uphill, it's going quicker than the 166. Yeah, it'd be alright getting a wheelchair in the train, wouldn't you? Because you just go down. Getting out could be quite interesting. Oh, 54. And we are going uphill. It is a lot faster than the 166, yeah. I didn't expect that. I actually thought this would take like an hour and something to do this return journey. We're pretty much at line speed. Well, I didn't think it would go this fast. Yeah, we are only a 2-car. Ah, 58 mile an hour. Yeah, so there are no other trains on this route, so it's just going to be us all the way down, but it's not the end of the world. Imagine taking this up some of those hills on the Austrian ones. Blimey, this poor thing. It's not going to hit the 70 limit, surely. .7 miles. Oh, we'll do that easily. 60 miles an hour is less than 5 minutes. I was tempted to put the 166 on every line. Maybe not all of the line, but just to, you know, just to try it, see how it would look. Maybe end each stream with a 166 trip. But yeah, I didn't think it'd be doing 65 mile an hour. .45 mile an hour is a maximum speed for 1938. Look, I can't help it if it's going this fast. The speedo goes to 100, so... And, yeah, hi, Bazza. We're actually going to be doing line speed in a second. Bloody hell. I honestly thought this thing would be topping out at like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it was going to take ages. And thanks for the follow, Bazza. Could be going downhill now. I'll have to come off the power. How is this thing going to keep to timetable? That's just really weird if it does. I need to watch the Toy Story films again. They are so good. Right, so uphill. Actually, I still need to set up my second Discord. I'm running out of days to do that. That might have to be a Friday thing. Yeah, to replace Electra Stars with tube trains. Look, a 1938 train can keep to timetable. Well, it's going to be close, isn't it? Oh, there's some lag. 2.4 miles to go. So we've not been doing any speeding. We are flat out. Need a bit of Glenn Miller on. Bit of Little Brown Jug. Pennsylvania 65000. Yeah, 1.8 miles to go. I am genuinely impressed. I thought it was going to take a really long time to do this return leg. Pardon me, Steve. This is the Chattanooga choo-choo. Right, yeah, I didn't think this thing was going to nail this. I thought it was going to take an age. Perhaps I should have brought the new one. Oh, God, we're actually speeding. Yeah, cheers, Rusty. Whoa! Bloody hell. Okay, yeah, that was a track change. Jesus Christ. Speeding in a 38 stock. I know, unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't intentionally, I just didn't spot the speed limit. I'll slow down I'll slow down early just to make up for that fact I didn't slow down then. If I slow down to, there you go, slow down to 28 now. No loo on these things. Oh, well, actually we did on the Pacer coming back from Edinburgh. Right, in we come to East Croydon. It's just so cute, it really is. I definitely feel really low compared to the height of the platform. It's like, hopefully people have got the ability to climb out of this thing. Oh God, that brakes fierce. Yeah, a little bit of a step, it's fine. Didn't someone lock themselves in the loo with a load of beer? Exactly. It does look really cool. 41 seconds late. Aren't there, hang on. No, we're okay. Right, lock doors. Right, South Croydon is next. Yeah, I genuinely thought this would just take an age. It's quite cool, isn't it? Yeah, I'll show you at the end how to create your own scenario. It's quite easy. Doing it in the basic way. Anyway, imagine doing Edinburgh to London in this. It'd be cool. Well, I'm doing London to Edinburgh in a pacer in December. In Train Sim Classic, obviously. Right, in we come. I never get tomorrow lunchtime. I got my first stream in Construction Sim, which releases next week. And if that's any good, then I'll stream it again on Friday lunchtime as well. And tomorrow night, farming. And there may be an additional farming stream in the morning. I don't know. There wasn't any option in the standard thing I followed to add AI in. Oh, blimey. Thankfully no one was in the toilet then. The door opened. We have arrived here. That's it. Wait till then they get on. Oh, they do step.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your tickets ready for inspection.
They do actually step down into the train. No one's got off yet. So we haven't seen if they struggle to get off. Good thing we got a fire extinguisher, just in case. Imagine the motors are getting quite hot. Maybe they can't get off. I can't get up the step. I can't move. I can't get out. I've got to stay on the train now. I'm going to lock the doors first. See, good safety feature that. So you can't drive off with the doors open. I'm rolling backwards. Right, stop at Purley. Ah, see, I was prepared for that time. I had a feeling we're going around there. I just ticked every station along the way. Right, onwards to Purley, 1.8 miles. So I could have just done a non-stop if I wanted to. The other thing is you've got to get used to the fact where you start from, depending on what platform you start on, depicts the destination you can go to. So I had to check the platform for Reigate, and then it gave you the certain things along that way. So the paths are set out, obviously, but it's quite easy to do. Sounding the whistle is the most part. It's the fun part. Especially when it sounds that cute. Alright, 1.2 miles to Purley. Oh, we're going slightly uphill, aren't we? I better leave some power on. So far, we're not doing bad on timings. Oh, there was some lag. If anybody's lost any lag, it's just back there. This is really cool. I'd happily go on a really long journey in this thing. I thought the pacer was slow. Well, I did like the 166 because that sounded so good. Right, in we come. Did a full London to Brighton on this? You could. Edinburgh to London in a diesel shunter. God, you imagine how many days that would take? Like the one in the winning picture. Right, we are arriving in Purley. No gates around. Stopping all the way down the end. If it takes 7.5 hours to do Edinburgh to London in a pacer that we were maxing out in like the mid-80s, well, that's just going to be ridiculous. That's going to be at least 3 times as long. That's probably going to be 24 hours just to go from Edinburgh to London in a... See, this is where... See, if I had someone else here, we could tag team it. It's shifts. Just trundling along. Do a 24-hour stream of one journey in a in a shunter from Edinburgh to London. Will the passengers please run down the platform? Oh, they're coming. It's going to be too late though. Look, here they come. Shall I wait? I'm going to wait. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to wait. We're in no hurry. There we go. He got on. Smacked his head, but he got on. We'll wait for her to get on, then we'll shut the doors. There you go. See? Nice train driver. Right, Colston South is next. 1.8 miles. So yeah, once we get back down to Reigate, I will show you quickly how you can create your own scenario in this. It's very simple. If I can do it, it's got to be easy. It's not as easy. Well, it's not that easy in Train Sim Classic to do the whole train swapping thing. I've tried a few times. I've had some successes, but I've also completely buggered up. There's one line I just can't do anymore because I moved a building. I clicked on a building and moved it, and it's now where the track should be. And then I saved it, and I can't go back unless I uninstall that line, of course, and reinstall it. So yeah, it's not as easy in Train Sim Classic. Yeah, there's going to be more Train Sim World 3 on Saturday lunchtime, back in its regular slot. Doing the Arosa line on Saturday. And then more Train Sim Classic next Wednesday night. So things getting back to normal next week. Right, in we come into Colston South. So we left at 12, didn't we? So we should be arriving in Reigate. Well, it was 46 minutes was the last one we did. So you did say it was about a 46-minute journey. Yeah, normal. Some sort of normality. No, they're still doing routes for Train Sim Classic. There's still new content coming out. I said I love the fact that this game is getting console gamers into simulation games. Oh, I got told off this afternoon for calling it a game. And that's awesome. And this actually runs really well on console. I actually really like it on console. I haven't tried 3 yet. I've tried 2. I will do a stream of 3 on console.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
And because they make you look like a cock. That should be enough reason, shouldn't it? Not to smoke them. That's a hell of a slant, isn't it? Obviously we had that before we came here in the 166. Or even the 377 was slanty. You're going to miss the train unless I keep the door open for you slightly longer. You getting on? What are you doing? Oh, you are getting on. Okay, I'll just wait. Where are you going? I was holding... Oh, no, you are getting on. Okay. Fine. Right, that's it now. I'm locking the doors. Haha, you've turned around. You've missed it. Right, Merstham is next, 3.6 miles. So we got Merstham, Red Hill, and then Reigate. It's actually I haven't done that bad on time. Yeah, I genuinely thought this thing was going to be slow. Just imagine it's quite scary at this speed. Not that you ever get to this speed, but... Three miles to go. We are going slightly uphill. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd leave this till last, because I even thought we might not have done the whole thing, or it would have been a really long stream. I should have really tested it. But that involves preparation. Yes, if you're new to the streams, then Train Sim World normally goes out on a Saturday lunchtime with Train Sim Classic every Wednesday night. And we do something multiplayer on a Friday. Oh, it's quite moody. Friday night and Saturday night. Farming has been a staple now on a Sunday lunchtime. And then we're going to do flight Probably fortnightly. We'll see how it goes on a Tuesday. And then something fun on Thursdays. I want to do another random Tuesday as well. Might do that next week. I'm just going to install a load of games that I've played like less than 5 minutes of, and we'll just run through them. I'll just do it as a just chatting stream rather than keep changing the name of the game. And we'll just run through some games and just see if we can work out, which should be quite easy, why I've only got like 2 or 3 minutes in them. Right, 800 yards. Okay, that's some heavy braking. I think we're going to stop here. Oh, I don't know. Blimey, okay, this thing's got good brakes. All the passengers are now in the front carriage, but it's got good brakes. Yeah. Okay. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. That's one hell of a gap. Blimey. Okay, how's this passenger going to get in? Oh, okay, no. Sort of hovered across the gap. Anyone got a gangplank? That is one hell of a gap. Hang on, I want to take a screenshot of that and put that in the Discord. There we go. Mind the gap. Right, lock the doors. Okay, Red Hill is next. Okay, so you've got a yellow. Mind the gap between the gap and the platform. That's one hell of a gap. Oh. Bit of lag. Alright, 1.3 miles to Red Hill. So actually, this isn't going to be bad on timings. 46 minutes was the 166. Still got a yellow. Had to be done. Right, getting ready to do some of the braking thing. Track change and a yellow and a 30. Bit more of the braking then. And into Red Hill we come. Yeah, this is cool. So although, yeah, there's no other traffic, it's still the fact that you could drive, you know, you could bring an American freight train down here if you wanted to. Okay, this is going to be quite a step up, isn't it? At 12 miles an hour, yeah, as long as there's no hills. Actually, it's not too bad. You're getting on? Where are you going? Like, no, I'm not getting the first carriage. I'm going to walk all the way down here to the end. Or just not get on at all. That's the other option. What about you in the green coat? You getting on? No, you're just going to... Oh, no. There you go. Well, that's it. The steps, not too bad. Come on, people, hurry up. We've got a timetable not to stick to. I've got a feeling we might actually be ahead of timetable, you know. Yeah, Reigate, 1.7 miles. So it's going to be quicker doing the journey in this than it has been in any other train. How's that work? Oh, God. Okay, yeah, that was a thing. Jonathan... Who the hell is Jonathan Edwards? Is he a sporting person? And why was there no track there? That was weird. There's a section of track missing there. Triple jumper. Yeah, sporting person. What makes you think I would know about sporting people? I don't know sportists. Right, so 1.4 miles from Reigate. What a really cool thing this has been. Take the original train and then two trains that shouldn't do the run. Perhaps it's something I should do on other lines. Maybe not all the time. I could use the same three trains or same two trains. Do a full line run in the original train and then get out the 166 and the 1938 stock just to see how they cope. It could be a thing. This actually copes very well. We may end this. I'll show you how to set up a scenario in a minute. And I think we'll end with a quick little burst of some porn. Okay, so into Reigate. You need the 18 plus sign up. Actually, I'm glad. Thank you for the suggestion for this. Larwood told me I needed to do this line because I hadn't done it before, and a really good suggestion. Thank you, Larwood. And we have arrived in Reigate. Oh, I do apologise, people. I didn't put the saloon lights on, did I? You've been sat here in the dark. Must have been interesting. I went through that tunnel. Oh, it's fine. No, I can get in and out. Look. That's fine.
Can cause turbulence.
That's easy. It does look quite small. Oh, I tried to do the horn thing. I can't do the horn when I'm stood out here. Good morning. Sorry, good afternoon. Oop. Okay. Locked doors. There we go, 43 minutes. So it was actually quicker than taking the 166. Blimey. Right. Let's go back to the main menu then. So, Creators Club, Scenario Planner, select your route, create new. So we'll call it... I can't use the letter T because of my key binding thing. Call it HS. And then we'll add the new service. So we can start at Balham, Battersea. So you can pick where you're starting from. We can start at Brighton, Clapham. So all the start points are here. So Earlswood, East Croydon, Gatwick, Hassocks. So you can start wherever you like. So if we pick Norbury, is there somewhere? Purley Down siding. Okay, let's start in Purley Down siding. Actually, no, I'll pick up somewhere at the end in case I actually do end up. Where the hell's Wivelsfield? That sounds like a place. In case I actually end up doing this. If we go Victoria, so confirm the start. Confirm destination, so all the places we can go to from that platform. So Victoria to Balham. So if you went back and changed different platforms, if I go back and I pick Victoria platform 13, it would give me a different destination. So you can only go to the places that you can go from that platform. So I pick Victoria platform 15, we can go to Brighton. So let's do Victoria to Brighton in theory. Confirm. And then you can pick the destination. So Brighton platform 3. And then where you want to stop. I think Crawley was there, yeah. So you can pick the stops you want to stop at. So Clapham, East Croydon, Gatwick, Haywards Heath and Hassocks. And then confirm. So that confirms what you're doing. And then you pick your train. So all the trains you've got are available here. So if I go down and pick that one, you then pick the variations of it. So we could go an 8 car, loaded. Enter a service name. We'll call it 1. So player controlled. We can go passenger service or freight service. So you can pick that. Confirm. Save and exit. High speed. Play. So really easy just to set your own scenario. So you can use any train you've got on any route. So we're not going to do a full run, but we'll just take this out across the bridge before we end. Maybe, actually, we'll go to the first station. How's that? We'll go to the first stop before we end. Because HST. So good. Alright, lock doors. Right, stop at Clapham Junction. So we'll go as far as Clapham. Oh, we are loaded. I forgot about that. There is a button for gauge lights in there somewhere. Knob on the right. Really? So, wipers. Gauge dimmer. There we go. Or just press that. This thing is just so good. It's just that noise as well. I should have done the whole line in this, shouldn't I? Oh, just the noises you got going on in the background as well. This is what they do right. It's audio. It's all about audio. Right, let's give it some beans. I'm sorry, but that's just so good. It is just so good. That's just flipping awesome, isn't it? If that's not a reason to get into Train Sim World, then I don't know what is. So damn good. It does need to be on a new route. Imagine if they did Plymouth to Penzance in this. That would be really cool. It's a shame we never got to give it the beams. Not fully, anyway. I said I was annoyed at first with the Great Western Express because someone that lives on the Great Western Main Line, I was hoping I'd be able to do a train from Paddington through Swindon. The fact that it only goes as far as Reading, initially I was like, oh, for God's sake. But this, even just going as far as Reading, is so good. And you get the 166 as well. And that just looks flipping amazing. It is such a cool train. Alright, in we come into Clapham. Even that noise of the brakes. They've completely just nailed the audio. I think you get the weight, because obviously you can choose freight. So it's the weight of the train. Because this took a few notches for it to get it moving. So obviously from a freight scenario point of view, you know, do you want loaded wagons or empty wagons? And I'm guessing it'd be the same with this. So you'd get, it would be different between an empty train and a full train. That's just, if there's someone that doesn't like the HST, I don't think that there should be anybody that doesn't like the HST. And I could just, yeah, simulate's full of people. Yeah, it's heavier. I've never been on an 800, so I can't comment. Okay, right. We got a chance to give it some beans here, haven't we? Let's go to East Croydon, and then I will end at East Croydon. Because we can do this. That is just so good. Yeah, we'll end when we get to East Croydon. 6.8 miles. Yeah, I love the HST. I do say that the Pacer is my favourite train because it's quirky and slow and different. But there's just something about the HST. Almost makes me want to go and visit the Steam Railway Museum here now. Even if you're not a train geek, and I'm not a train geek, you've got to be impressed by this thing. Not the train, the sim, you know, Train Sim World 3 and 2. They knocked it out of the park with 2, and they've just improved on it with 3. It is, you know, if you've been umming and ahhing about whether to get it, just get it. It's available on console. Don't forget it's available on Game Pass. So if you haven't had Game Pass before, it will cost you £1 for the first month. And it's, you know, that's worth it. And then you can just install this, try it. Whether you're on PC or console or Xbox, obviously. Install it, try it. £1. It's worth that. And after that, it's £11 a month, I think it is. And you get to keep the game. As long as you keep paying Game Pass, you keep the game. And there's so much good content on Game Pass. Obviously, you only get the standard game, but it's which doesn't include the HST, but it is worth it. Yeah, I've got Game Pass, I think now. I think I'm still paying for it. I don't know, I never check the bank balance. Right, so 5 miles from East Croydon, where we will end for this evening, because that'll be pretty much 6.5 hours of train sim content today. That's quite a lot of train sim content for one day. But yeah, really enjoying this. So Saturday back with more Train Sim World 3 on the Arosa line. The next stream after this though could be, I'm not guaranteeing it, could be an early morning farming stream tomorrow. Might just do a bit of solo early morning farming. Then tomorrow lunchtime will be my first look at construction sim, and tomorrow night some multiplayer farming. And then back on Friday with either more construction sim if it's good at lunchtime, and then Friday night we'll do something multiplayer, and then Saturday more Train Sim World 3 on the Arosa line at lunchtime. Saturday night some ETS2, and then Sunday we got double farming, farming at lunchtime, farming in the evening because of the bank holiday coming up. And then I will be here doing something on the bank holiday Monday after proceedings have finished. Or maybe after the first initial bit of proceedings. I don't want to watch the whole thing. So just in case it's not your thing, I may be here to do something. Right, so slowing down, got 60 coming up in a mile, so we'll slow it down and then ready to stop at East Croydon. And again, love the fact you can just do that so simply. Pick a train, pick a route, done. So it, you know, it just adds something different. You know, I'd quite happily try all the passenger trains up and down this line. You know, so it gives you so much more content to do, even on one line. Obviously, the more DLCs you've got, the more routes you've got, the more trains you've got. So it opens up more options for you. But, you know, trying some of the American stuff on here, the Harlem train on here, the German stuff, how weird would that look on the UK lines? And I'll re-show you again at the end the winning pictures for the competition I've been running. I might get all 4 up there ready for Saturday's stream, because the first 2 were for the night, the dusk or sunrise ones are really good as well. Right, a mile, we've got a 45, that's fine, we're slowing down for that. Yeah, what a really good line this is as well, the London Commuter. Lots of different options, lots of different branch lines, so you can do lots of trips from end to end like we've done. And here we come to East Croydon. Oh, even that brake noise is so good. I wish I had have done this on the route now. We would have to do the HST on some other routes as well, because this is just so good. The 166 I like, the HST I like, and that 38 tube stock is just awesome. In we come, slowly. Maeve, thank you very much. 12 months. That's awesome of you. Thank you indeed. You now get the Alaskan flag next to your name, which is really cool. That's so good, isn't it? Oh, I say, we're in first class, don't you know? Let's go back to... oh, buffet car's shut, typical. It does look so good, doesn't it? It's so well done. Oh, I can't get out. There we go. Awesome stuff. There we go. That is really, really cool. That was London Commuter in the wrong train. You've joined right at the end. So there we go. A few trips up and down London Commuter. First of all in the 377, then the 166, then the Class 30, then the 1938 stock, and then finished off with a little bit of trip in the HST. So that was fantastic. As a reminder then, in case for anybody who wasn't here earlier, I've got to show these winning picks again. I will show all 4 on Saturday's stream. These are the only 2 I've got prepared. So the competition I've run in a Discord server was to post a screenshot of a train in a game in snow to win a copy of Train Sim World 3. Pick number 1 was this one. I just love that. That is so good. That's almost a railway Christmas card, isn't it? That's just brilliant. That is so good. And the next one blew me away, basically. The next one is this one. That's just awesome. That I just feel as though that's an actual photo. That's a train sat there ready to go. I'd say early evening in the winter, snow on the roof, and you're just going to get in and hope that carriage is warm and that I'm not driving. So those were the 2 winning picks. I'll try and do some more competitions like that again in the future, because it's really interesting to see people's efforts and picks. So there we go. The next stream then, as I said, possibly, I'm not guaranteeing, possibly back first thing in the morning with an hour or so of some single player farming, do a bit of grass mowing, but certainly back tomorrow at midday with my first look at Construction Sim, and then back tomorrow night with some multiplayer farming, and then more stuff coming up the rest of the week. More trains though back on Saturday lunchtime with more Train Sim World 3 on the Arosa line. So thanks to you lot in chat then for keeping me company for the last 3 hours and throughout the day today, and to these people as well. So thanks to Crispy, who got bored basically and left, to Larwood, Trent and Shorty for doing some moderation, to Bazza, Solid, Fartinator, Imagine Dragons, Canadian Wolf Guy and the Yacht Club for following, and Mafe for resubscribing. Thank you very, very much indeed. There we go. I will be back tomorrow with something where it's hopefully not raining. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.